Hi one and all. Got a bit of time today, so I thought I'd do a quick video discussing the benefits of using pip range bar charts in an extremely heavy trend. And the example I'm going to be using is the pound versus the Australian dollar, as it had an absolutely huge move. As we can see up here, the yesterday's range was 562 pips, which is the biggest range I've seen in a long time, and I couldn't recall actually ever seeing it bigger for at least a number of years. So to get into it, obviously the main cause of it was the announcement from Prime Minister May that she's going to call a snap general election on June 8th. And this has obviously had a positive effect on the pound, and it's sent it soaring. Now, I mentioned this in a couple of videos previously. You can use pip range bar charts to identify a suitable opportunity to continue with the trend. And the idea is, let's zoom in, you're looking for price to touch the top of the cloud, which is called the Senkou span A, and then you're looking for a candle to close above the blue line, which is called the Kyuju sen. I apologize for my pronunciation if that's wrong, but that's as best as I can do. So there's even an opportunity here. I actually missed this one, which was in the early morning of the UK session. So you're looking for price to touch the cloud here, which it did, and then it closed above the blue line, which would be this candle here. And you would enter, you'd look for roughly 10 pips with a relatively tight stop as well. Now this move here was caused by the rumours that Prime Minister May would be making an announcement, and once everyone realised that she would be making a general election announcement, price started to zoom all the way higher, and it didn't really get back towards touching the Senkou span until all the way up here. And what I did is I entered off this candle there, and I held it to here. Obviously I didn't realize this was going to happen, so I would have held it for even longer. But the idea of this little strategy is you're not looking for a huge move, you're just looking to take little bits often. So what we see here is price touch the Senkou span, close above the blue line, you enter. And on this particular trade I used a 20 pip stop just due to the fact that volatility was so high, whereas usually I would use something anywhere between 10 and 15 pips. And if I had to use that normal stop, I've actually would have been stopped out around this candle here. So it's worth using that extra margin just due to the high volatility. If I just go in here, it's actually, you can see price stalled at 167.72. And if you look, that was really the last isolated low, where it was back here at 2 o'clock broker time, which is midday in the UK. And what do you know, when you come back over here, you'll see price touched it pretty much almost to the pip and then reversed higher. So I entered here and exited up there for a nice result. Obviously it would have been nice to have held it for even longer, but that's not what I'm looking to do. And for those trading later in the day, you would have had another opportunity here. Price got within a pip of the Senkou span, closed above it, immediately continued higher. Now just whilst I'm on here, this is probably a good example of, I wouldn't really take this opportunity as it didn't close and touch the Senkou span and then reverse straight away. It went through the cloud, stayed in the cloud, then popped higher. I like to see just the one sort of touch and then it to continue on. So just to recap, scroll back here. You're looking for a touch of the Senkou span and then for it to close above the blue line. So here, touched it, closed above, would have gone higher. And then once the uptrend started to re-establish itself, that's where I took my trade here. So obviously when I'm trading, I can't see the right hand side of the chart, so I can't see what's going to happen here. But at the time, if I just get my cursor here, at the time it was touching the Senkou span, and that looked a good setup, and it ended up working, but you would have had a little bit of a minor panic there, but it continued upwards. Hopefully that is of some use to somebody, and some more videos to follow. Thanks very much.